Ladies and gentlemen, Wanda, and last I left off, I am done and done. I think she turned out pretty darn slick. I went in and touched up a few little areas that I missed the first time around, and finished dry brushing her little power ball, which is removable. You'll be able to put it in another way if you wanted a certain way, and also removable, so when I ship it, it won't break or anything like that. So anyway, I think she turned out pretty darn slick. Different, and most importantly, very fun. Wanda's done. I'm going to get that off the workbench, get her wrapped up, and shipped to her rightful owner, Mr. Sweet Tooth. Mr. Sweet Tooth's going to be odd colors. He's basically pink skin, I want to say red coat, red hat, and basically an orange jumpsuit. And of course, me, I used, I didn't have, well, I have paint, and I wanted to use a spray can. I have Tamaya's paint spray. And of course, me, I guess, I don't know what I did, but nice little run. Got a little amateur here. Look at that. I'm going to have to sand that off and redo it. I don't know why it pulled up there, but anyway, whatever. We'll take care of him. But anyway, Mr. Sweet Tooth, I got him primered, and then I went in and I started doing the pink skin, but I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to go take a class on how to spray paint. I don't know why that pulled up, but it did. So anyway, we got to fix that. But anyway, different, very different, and I think pretty darn slick. Just the subject matter of Mr. Sweet Tooth. So that's where I am on Mr. Sweet Tooth. Up next for the Paint for Others, let's see if I can do it this way. We are going to paint the Grinch. Now this is basically, I don't know what scale it would be. I want to say 1/12-ish. This is a conversion head for Masters of the Universe. Basically Moss Man. If you know who he is, you pop Moss Man's head off, and you put the Grinch's head on. You basically got your flocked evil Eternian, and I almost lost him. This came from, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Can't show that. Yeah, we'll do this one. This came from, and I didn't order it, this was sent to me, but this came from Dark Dimensions. Resin cast head of the Grinch. Detail on it very, very sharp, and it is a very excellent casting. I mean, it's almost flawless. And I don't know how well he fits in the Master of the Universe figures, because I have a couple, but I don't have any loose ones, and I don't know if it actually fit or not. So that's my disclaimer on that. So we're going to paint him up next, and we'll start probably with a little bit of primer, and then get his base coat on the Grinch's head so he can be part of Masters of the Universe. The Fenner. One thing I did, and I probably mentioned it before, I did make a mold of the inside here of the gate, and with the epoxy sculpt, and I went in and man, who is that? I'll talk to that person later. I did get the inside here smoothed out and blended in. Got the gate here. Added the, I don't know why it's on the inside, I guess to fill in the gap here. It's supposed to basically, pull down. I actually just went for a slide in method, like so. Pull it out, slide in, just simplified. I do got to add a little, I got to add something. Once it's a little loose, but it works out fine. And for me, it's just a static, gun. It doesn't need to be, nothing fancy. Don't need to completely work. It has been mentioned, take the rivets out and see what's on the inside, try to fix it. I thought about that. If I did do that, I may not be able to put it back together. I don't like to take something completely apart and go, huh, you know, and then never put it back together. But anyway, I like to, you know, I like to fix the outside of it. You know, at least you can play with it, you know, in your house. But anyway, I did get that smoothed out. I got everything pretty much sanded down. I'm going to primer it, and it's going to be metallic silver, best way to explain it. Just to give it a, and we may do a little shading on it. I'll try to keep it simple, but kind of want to do a little custom on it as well. But one thing I did do, I did take, I did make some vacuum form grips of the pistol grips that I made out of balsa foam, and you can vacuum form balsa foam, but it wants to stick to it. I really don't know how to seal it, and it's one of those. This is basically going to be a one-off. I used to be real bad when I either carved something or mold something. I always made a mold of it, and had, you know, hundreds of molds for making even one-offs. But anyway, I vacuum formed 2 sets, one for my dad's gun, one for me. As you can see, the remnants of the balsa foam. But that's one thing about balsa foam, you can actually make your part, you know, do it, pop it out, and you're ready to rock and roll. So, better take that off or I lose it. I did cut it out. I got to trim out. I got to trim a little more. Where? Let me see. Let me get it. Let me. If you want to cut out a vacuum form part, you need to take a pencil basically and draw around, because it actually is very straight, but also a little bit of a flare, which you know, just the way it is with vacuum form. You might be able to see there's a little bit of a lip. And that was my first pull. I didn't get it hot enough. I don't know what I was doing at the time, but anyway, I just took a pencil and drew out here, and that's where I'm basically going to sand to that point. And I'm almost done because it actually fits. Just got to sand a little bit more there, but it fits really good. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a flat piece here and glue that to that, and glue the flat piece to the handle. I think it'll work out just fine. So anyway, and I like the simple grips. I think it's just smooth. It does have a little bit of texture to it from the balsa foam, and but anyway, I think that looks pretty darn slick the way it is. So that's where I am on the fanner. So that's what I got really going on today. We finished up Wanda. Wanda's going to get ready to go do its, get wrapped up and go to its permanent home. Started painting Mr. Sweet Tooth. Going to get ready to paint the Grinch for the Masters of the Universe, which I would have never thought of, but anyway, very cool. And we were giving some grips to the fanner. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for next exciting episode.